It's finished here at York Road, Maidenhead United 0, Altrincham 1. We're speaking with Phil Parkinson. Phil, pretty much every game we've had here has been a tight game, and it's the sort of game that's going to be decided either by a mistake or a piece of quality. This one was decided by a piece of real quality. We have to start with a goal. What a goal from Chris Park.
Cometh the man, cometh the moment. I said to them at half time about the slope on the pitch. Unfortunately, from my years in non-league, I played on many pitches like this, and if you from distance, if you can hit the connection right, the dip on the ball. He tried it from a still position, then we tried it from a moving position. Again, similar distances, and you saw the end result. He's got such a good strike. It's difficult for the keepers the way it moves anyway. So for him to hit it with that dip, it was. I felt sorry for the keeper there, but if it was behind the goal, that must have been a great sight.
It was certainly a great sight from the side as well. And you mentioned he had a free kick from. I couldn't quite believe in commentary that he was going to take the free kick from the position. It was a shot on target, but it's interesting you mentioned, because the making of it as well was that little bit of brightness to see that he had that 10 yards of space where Maidenhead had just for half a second switched off, and he advanced into that space, but then with the rolling ball that made the difference. So it's not just the strike, it's that bit of brightness to take the quick free kick as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We focused probably more than we have done in the past on free kicks, corners, and we're reaping the rewards of that, aren't we? We've scored a few from corners now that people were questioning, could we do it with defending corners a lot better? So yeah, we're really pleased with that, but I think overall we deserved that, even though at the end they're coming on to us a little bit, just throwing balls into the box, but we have to defend that, and our lads did, so I was really pleased with the outcome.
I thought the first half particularly we looked the better side and threatened their goal without perhaps carving out a really clear-cut chance. A word on your debutant, Sitoli. It's a big step up for him in terms of the football he's played before, but I thought he showed a great willingness and a great work effort and a lot of work back to go. What was your assessment of his?
No, he did, and he should do for a young pro. What he lacks in experience, he's going to do the hard yards for you, and I think he had a one shot on goal where Justin slid him through, so he did get a few opportunities, but they're few and far between when you come into a Maidenhead side who were licking the wounds. They haven't won in, that's 8 now, so I think they've lost the last 5, drawn 3, and we didn't want to be that team that turned the fortunes around, and we've been here before where we've had all the possession and lost 2. So yeah, we're really pleased with how we've turned up. It's always difficult after a big win, everyone's expecting big things again, but away from home, a clean sheet, and again a special mention to the back 4, back 5 with Ethan, but I thought Jake Cooper and Lewis Baines were absolutely sensational tonight. Concentration had to be on point, they had to win the physical battles, they were stepping out, they were controlling the ebb and flow of the game. I thought them two were real shining lights tonight.
I completely agree with that. Do you feel as if there's been a sort of we had last season where James Jones and Lewis Baines clicked as a combination? It feels as if perhaps since the Wealdstone game, perhaps those two have just clicked as a combination at centre-back. Do you feel that?
I think they've got James, the captain of the club, breathing down the neck. Sam Roscoe, a massive player for us, breathing down the neck, and they're stepping up, and that's what competition gets you. So more clean sheets than we had last season already, I think, which is a credit to them. Ethan in goal as well has played a massive part in that. Lewis Banks was superb as well. He had his hands full with 2 really tricky wingers both sides. I know they'll say they had a penalty appeal, but we certainly did as well at the other end. So those types of decisions I felt evened themselves out, but bar them 2 moments for them, well sorry, not for them, for us, that one moment where they've got down the side, I don't remember them cutting us open. It was balls into the box that we had to defend, long balls, scrappy balls, and we did that really well.
One other player I'd like to mention is Jerry Jones, who's had a bit of a stop-start Altrincham career so far. He was obviously had an interrupted pre-season, but he's come in for Elliot Osborne today, and I thought he really asserted himself well and showed what a good player he is.
He did, but he looks like he's got a knock now, so unfortunately we'll have to see that. We've had no luck with that, so I'm not going to hold my breath, but hopefully he's okay, because I thought he did really well today.
And then just going back onto Chris Clark himself, I think you touched on this in your interview after the game on Saturday about saying you have to understand that there are times when he's going to make the wrong decision or whatever. But I'd be interested to know how you think he's got on so far in terms of this season compared to the spell that he was in last season. Is he in a slightly different place? Is there a bit of extra pressure on him? But moments like that are going to really just give him that belief, aren't they, that he can be the main man?
I think it's really easy for me to answer that, because if you recall his opening 10 games, he was not producing what he is now. He's producing the form he is now with the goal return when everybody was saying he was on fire. So people will remember his goals, they won't remember some of the things that they get frustrated with, because he's creative, he's got to try things. Is he always mega aware with the off the ball stuff? No, but he's an attacking centre midfielder. And today, that's why I brought him to the club, why I was desperate to get him back, because he's a match winner, and he's won us games, so that's why he's here. You can't have everything. If he had everything, he'd be in the Championship. He's got that kind of quality, and I'm sure we'll help him get there one day. But ultimately, what you're seeing at the moment is what we brought him here to do. He's always going to have spells where he doesn't score, but we needed him to score tonight, or we needed one of the front four to score tonight, and he stepped up to the plate. I thought Justin Amaluza in the first half was unplayable. I felt sorry for the fullback at times, Beckwith. He looked like, well, he was just in all kinds of trouble with Justin. And then again, Justin's had a drop off in the second half, so we're able to bring JD on, which is great, equal quality. Jez getting tired, bringing Dior on. Joey going down, bringing Elliott on, really quality subs. And you look at the bench now, it's gone really strong very quickly. So James Jones, Sam Roscoe, and the two defenders. But if we needed to shore it up, which I was going to do at one point, one of them could have come on, but we didn't need to. We wanted to keep probing and pushing, and listen, we got the result that we came here for.
And you've touched on it already, how pleasing it is after such a brilliant win on Saturday to come and get a win, a different type of a win. And I guess the challenge for Saturday is the same, is to keep this good form going and to find maybe another way to win a game if we can, but to make sure that we carry the good form into that game on Saturday.
Absolutely. I mean, the difficult thing tonight, there's no getting away from it, is we've travelled on a Tuesday night for 3.5 hours. And it's really tricky to do that and get performance levels that you've seen. I thought first half we didn't look like we travelled, but then it catches up with you a little bit. They're obviously chasing a result. We defended it really well. You're not going to dominate a game from 0 to 90. If we dominate large parts of games and get results, I'll be absolutely delighted. So I was really pleased with that. A complete away performance, 1-0, special moment from Chris Conn, clean sheet, job done, let's go home.
I'll amen to that, Phil. Thanks very much.